Okay, welcome back. So let's go ahead and continue. Let me just check my notes. Okay, so next up we will call the function. Type in OK equals bool shall execute ex, and we'll need sh exec info. Exec info. Well, my throat is getting a little bit dry, but no big deal. Shall execute sh info. Okay, now we need to go ahead and verify that this actually can be executed. And okay, hence we're using the bool. Return -3 semicolon. This means that the script cannot be executed. Well, this we can basically use later on in our debugging file. Next up, we need to wait. Basically to find out, the shexec info.h process is a handle for our newly created process, and we will be generous and wait for 7 seconds. So let's go and wait for 7 seconds. Wait for a single object sh exec info.h process, comma 1, 2, 3. Oops, my bad. Semicolon. So these are the 7 seconds that we'll probably modify later. These are 7,000 milliseconds, which equals pretty much 7 seconds. But we're likely to modify this later on. Next up, we'll use dword. Dword exit code. Dword is a Windows API type, nothing special there. Equals 100. The number 100 is purely arbitrary. Get exit code process at sh exec info.h process, comma and % exit code. Let's reutilize it. Okay, close it. So check how the PowerShell, we're basically checking how the PowerShell worked out. And we will, of course, be generous again, and we will give it yet another chance. So m_timer.set function and %, and we need to open it up like this. One extra, actually. Yep, like this. You see? Yeah, it is. Okay, this is weird. I mean, this is seriously weird. This is seriously strange, unknown, mysterious, and it even looks really weird. I'm referring to this part here, of course. What is this? Well, this is a lambda function, also known as the anonymous function. This is a new C++11 thing, and we're using it to basically be able to access all the variables from the this function. What is it called? Just forgot. From the SendMail function. So we can do pretty much whatever we want with them when we go ahead and use this. So check out on the net, seriously though. Just type in lambda function in C++11 and read on it, because it's another subject in and of its own. It's kind of weird. You can compare it to classes or something like that. Anyway, wait for single object sh exec info.h process, comma 1, 2, 3. Okay, exec info info. Okay, info. So now we'll be generous and wait for the whole minute. So we will get the exit code of the script after 60 seconds, which is 60,000 milliseconds. And we'll type in get exit code process sh exec info dot h process comma ampersand sign exit code. And okay, so what we're doing here is we're getting the exit code. And what we're about to do now is compare that exit code to 259. Now, 259 is a consensus in Windows API, and it means that if it returns that exit code, it means that it's still active. It couldn't do what it could do, but it's still running. Okay, so int, so we're just going to cast this to int. Exit code equals still active. Okay, so that is still active. It's 259. So if it is active, go ahead and terminate it, because if it failed what it needed to do, and if it's still running, terminate it. No point. Process. Okay, sh exec info.h process, 100. Okay, there we go. So basically just kill it. That's all that there is to it. Helper : right app log. So this is, we are logging this event into our debug file for debugging. Let's put it like that. It'll be useful, trust me. A lot of things can go wrong, and it's good when you know what exactly is it that went wrong. Okay, so from SendMail, so we know where this recording was made from. SendMail, return code plus helper : to string and int exit code, and we need a semicolon at the end. We're successful with this now. And now we need to actually close this in a bit of a weird fashion here. So just do this and then do a semicolon. I know, it's weird. Just go onto the net and have a look at Lambda functions. Read on it if you like. It's new in C++ 11. It's quite useful. I can't go through the entire definition of a Lambda function, what it is used for, how, when, and all the different functionalities. It'll take way too much time. But there's plenty of material out there on the net completely for free that you can just read on. Maybe just read the one A4 size paper or something like that, and it should be quite clear. And you might notice that I am working on... yeah, never mind. So let's just go ahead and continue. mtimer dot repeat count. So the repeat count will be 1L, so long, type long. So execute only once, and again mtimer dot set interval, that will be like 10. Again, type is long. Okay, and the last thing that we need is, well, not the last, but next to last, is mtimer dot start true colon. So start a synchronous action. Return. A lot of casting here, but no big deal. Exit. Code. Close. Okay, so let's just make this a little bit prettier. There we go. So now that that part is done, even when this function finishes, the timer will still keep at it. It will still continue. Now we're going to go ahead and overload the function SendMail. We will overload it with... Basically, why are we overloading it? We want to be able to send multiple attachments. So a lot of attachments if we want. As many as we want, as pretty much. As many as the mail service provider will allow. So that's why we're overloading it, and we're going to use vectors in order to be able to achieve this. Let's go ahead and type it. This will be the last function in this header, and then we're done with it. It's a bit of a more complicated header. It took a little bit longer to actually explain it. Send mail const std : string subject const std string and %body. So this is pretty much the same up to this point, no changes here, but the last argument will be vectors. Will be a vector. Const std : vector std : string attachment. It's a bit long, so let me just go ahead and expand this screen. Perhaps this will help. Oh my god, can you notice the difference? I actually figured that out just now. Okay, so you can see the entire thing. Actually, you know what? Here we go. It's better like this, so you all can see it without any problems. Yeah, we need the opening and closing tags. There we go. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and continue. Let's type in std : string attachments, and this will be an empty string. Next, we shall go ahead and state if att dot size is equal to 1u. 1u basically unsigned integer. That's basically if it only has one attachment and no other attachments. Go ahead and do this. Attachments equals att dot at 0. No. I am a genius. There we go. So this will, yep. So yeah, we need to do this else. And next up, we'll just basically construct a string of attachments. Let's go ahead and do that. Well, probably didn't need this, but just in case. Const auto and %sign v. So this is a for each loop. Attribute auto. We want to be able to determine the type automatically. Attachments plus equals v plus, okay, these quote marks. So we're going to separate our attachments with : Simple as that. That's what we want to do here. And now we will go ahead. There we go. I'm terrible with this mouse and keyboard. I don't know what is up with me today, but apparently I am. Anyway, now we need to go ahead and do the following. Attachments equal dot sub str substring. Okay, so 0, comma attachments dot length -2, and after long last we're just gonna call the original function, the one that we originally wrote. So send mail subject, comma body, comma attachments. Yep, that's it. So there you go. We have basically designed this function in order to be able to pass multiple attachments along with our mail, so that we're not limited to one single attachment per mail. That would be stupid because, hey, maybe we'll need to send more than one file. Immediately you have two files. You have a debugger, you have a script for debugging, you have a file for debugging where you place the debugging info, and you have a log file where we actually store the actual keystrokes, and you might have screenshots, etc. You might have a lot of these things. So you want to be able to send multiple attachments. You want to send some screenshots along with the log file, etc. So all of this is made possible by this particular function. This entire code is subject to change within the upon the release of the next versions, but of that we shall speak later. Bid you farewell. I wish you a ton load of luck, and thank you for sticking with me through this long chapter. If something has remained unclear, or if you need further explanations, just go ahead and please turn to the discussion section. We'll be more than happy to help you out in any way we can. Goodbye.